Halloween party tonight. Oh my god, what am I gonna be? So guys, if you're like me and you wait till the last minute for everything and you just got invited to a Halloween party like I did and you have no idea what to do with yourself or what to be, then follow this tutorial and I'm gonna give you a quick look on how to become Harley Quinn. So first we're gonna prime the skin, and for primer today I'm going to be using the Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base. This is a mattifying primer. I'm going to be applying this all over my skin just to give it a quick base. So for foundation today we're going to be using the Guerlain Gold Radiance Foundation with SPF 15 in the shade 00. And as you guys can see, this foundation is lighter than what I usually go for, and the reason for that is because it's Harley Quinn and her face is very light, so therefore I needed to use a lighter foundation. For concealer, we're going to go in with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer in the shade 19. Now I have a full review on this concealer. If you guys want to check that out, I'm going to leave it right up here so you guys can check that out. So I'm going to set my face, and for setting my face I like to use the Coty Airspun Loose Setting Powder in Translucent Extra Coverage. Now I like to use a blending sponge, a wet blending sponge, to apply the powder on my face, because that way it just sinks into the skin and it makes it even smoother. You just want to stamp the powder in all the areas where you place the concealer. You're gonna leave it on for a few minutes so that it cooks or bakes, as we like to say here in the YouTube world, and then you'll be able to just wipe it away and voila, you'll be done. Dust this away. For dusting away the bake, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. finishing powder in the shade light medium. And once you dust away the powder that was baking, you just want to buff it into the skin so that you set your foundation in place. For bronzer, we're going to be using the e.l.f. bronzing palette, and it has 4 different bronzing shades, 2 shimmery and 2 mattes. I'm going to go in with the bottom half one, the matte one. For blush, we're going to go in with this blush trio from Alamar Cosmetics. And we're going to go in with this middle shade called Paraíso. We're just gonna add a little bit of color to these cheeks. And if you guys are curious with about the brush that I'm using, it's the Revlon blush brush. I like to add a little bit of blush to the tip of my nose. For highlight, we're going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Purple Ashes. And it's perfect for Halloween. This was a limited edition collection that they released last Halloween. And it has a skull imprinted into the pan. And it just fits perfectly for the theme of this tutorial. Alright, so before we go into the eyes and actually do the look, we are going to prime the eyelids. It's very important for you guys to prime your eyelids, especially if you have oily eyelids like I do. As an oily skin type, my eyelids are pretty oily, and the oil comes through the shadow and it ruins my look most of the time. So if I don't prime and make sure that it's set down, it's not going to do that. So for priming, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm going to be applying this to the eyelid. Just a tiny bit. I'm going to blend it in with the Morphe sponge. Of course, like all of the cream products that we put on our face, we're going to have to set this primer down as well. So we're going to go back in with the setting powder that we used earlier, which is the Coty Airspun Translucent Extra Coverage. Alright, so now for the star of the show. So we're going to start with our eyes. And this is the main Harley Quinn feature. So we are going to start with the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette. We're going to be using the red shade right at the bottom corner right here. And this is going to go all over our right side, our right eye. Because the right eye on Harley Quinn, it's the red side. So we're going to start blending that in. With a small fluffy brush, going to pick the product up and we're going to start placing it on our eye. Now guys, for this specific look, because it is a Halloween look and it is a last minute Halloween look, there's no precision, so you don't have to worry about blending the shadow properly or in any sort of way. You can just do it very messily because the look itself is very messy. So this is where you can go all out and just throw in the color on your crease and just go from there. You want to start dragging the color out to the temples of your head, giving the look as if it's dripping down. Because for this specific Harley Quinn look, she's been fighting evil throughout the entire day, so her eyeshadow is creasing and it's raining down with water and tears, so therefore the look itself is just going to be very messy and worn out. Alright, so we got the red side of the eyes done. We're going to finish it off later, but now we're going to move on to the other side and the other eye, and this will be the blue side. So for that, we're going to grab another brush, another fluffy brush. For this blue side, we're going to be using the ColourPop The Zodiac palette. This is in collaboration with Kathleen Lights. And we're going to be using the shade Aquarius right over here. Alright, so there you have the gist of the look, pretty much running down your face, both of the colors, the red and the blue. We're going to go in right now and just add a little bit of brightening to the inner corner of the eyes, and that's just going to complete the eye look. So I just played some highlighter in the inner corners of my eyes using the same highlighter I used on my face. For lips, we're going to go in with the ColourPop liquid lipstick in the shade Creeper. Now we're going to do this smudging effect on the lipstick as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drag 3 stripes on the side of your mouth with the lipstick. And then just drag it out with your hands so that it look like you've been fighting for a while. And you can go back in and intensify the color. What I like to do is go back in with the shadow, the red shadow that we use on our eyes, and just make sure that we are add some dimension to the red color that you smudged on your mouth. Now we just finished adding the dimension. Now we're gonna move on to 2 small details on Harley Quinn's face, which would be the black heart that she has on the red side of her face and the words rotten right under it. For that, we're going to go in with the Hank and Henry Slick With It liquid liner in the shade Blickety Black, and it's pretty much just a felt tip black liner. And we're going to draw the heart right over here. So now that the heart's done, we're going to add the words rotten. So we're going to start on this far side and start with the R and go up. This is going to take me a while. One last step, and that would be just to add some black shadow on different sides of your face. That way it looks like your Harley Quinn is dirty and rugged and you've been fighting for a while. So that's just going to add a little bit of detail and dimension to your face. And for that, I'm going to be using the Violet Voss Essentials palette, and we're going to use the shade Black. Done. To finish the look, we're gonna go in with some setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter. You wanna make sure this lasts you all night through the party, okay? So don't be stingy with the spray. And that's it, you guys. That concludes this very quick and easy Halloween look. Guys, remember, for this you only need 2 eyeshadows, 1 red, 1 blue, and a red lipstick, and you pretty much have the look down already. You can do the heart and the rotten part with anything. If you have a black crayon or anything, and an eyeliner, anything like that, you can pretty much use it to draw your heart and your rotten words on your face. And then everything else is just a little bit of extras that I added in there because I have the possibility of doing so. But it's just very easy to accomplish. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think of this look. hit that thumbs up and make sure you subscribe before you leave. Hit that notification button so that you get notified every time I upload a video. And happy Halloween, guys! Rewind. So for foundation, what? Foundation. Who the hell says foundation?
Foundation. Oh, you're Dracula today.
It's because it's girl on and I thought I had to speak Lucy.
Foundation.
If you guys want to see a full review on this concealer, I'm going to leave it right up here on the eye, and you guys can click that and check it out. Other side. Bronze.
What are you gonna use to bronze with chalk?
No, the bottom left one is the matte one. Just guys, remember for all